Power tends to corrupt, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. That was Lord Acton's famous quote about how power corrupts those who have it. Hi, I'm Henry Hildebrandt.
And I'm Evan, and we're here to talk to you about corruption and people with power.
People's corruption is typically because of their desire for personal gain. Their power has the ability to give themselves things that they want, so they use their power to get their way.
Leaders use their power to get things done. Many leaders, they use their power to take advantage of it. They take advantage of their power by doing things that could be illegal or morally wrong.
Throughout history, there have been many instances of people of high power being corrupt and abusing their power.
Yeah, like Richard Nixon, people with high power, they just abuse it. And even in today's society, there are instances of people abusing their power for personal gain. Like
During 1971, a group of researchers conducted a test in which they held volunteers in the basement of Stanford University, and they conducted experiments on how people would conform to the roles of prisoner and prison guard. These guards were given the totalitarian authority over the prisoners, and they could do whatever they wanted to them. In doing so, the guards became power hungry and started to abuse their power. And they isolated the prisoners so they didn't have news, they had no windows, so they couldn't see outside, and made them believe that they were in a real jail. And this test was called the Stanford Prison Experiment.
Now, the test had to be cut short due to the mistreatment of the volunteers and the abuse of power by the prison guards and the project leader, Dr. Zimbardo. Now, the project leader, Dr. Zimbardo, has been quoted by saying the line between good and evil is permeable and almost anyone can be induced to cross it when pressured by situational forces.
Here is fellow student Trey Harwood. We asked him what they thought was the relationship between power and corruption, and they had some pretty interesting answers, so here they are.
The more power given to a person, the more likely that person is to use the power for their own personal gain, leading to corruption.
Most often, when the opportunity presents itself, people will take advantage of their power for self-benefit because power corrupts.
Whether it's pressure on your shift manager or an entire company, corruption could happen with any amount of power with any person.